So hello and welcome to Adric Central. I was using the H&M Duet for the thing, but it's a bit cumbersome, and I want something a bit smaller. I can just move. I was going to fit a little control panel here, but with switches it won't fit. I'll tell you what I bought. I bought this off eBay. No, I've screwed it all in. I'm just doing a dry run with this. I'm going to make a little. I've got an old control housing. But I bought this little control unit off eBay. It's from where are we? Yeah, here's the website there. Look, handom.uk, and it's a pulse width modulation speed control. Doesn't have the directional switch, but if you can wire up a directional switch, yeah, pretty easy to do. So you can put 12 volt through to about 20 volt in them if you wanted to, but I'm just using 12 volt. So this is the little unit that you get. I've already wired the power plug onto it because I'm using this old it's an old Pico controller that I had ages ago. The directional switch broke, so I put a new one in it, and then the power it just stopped working after a while. So anyway, so I've got my directional switch already there, wires already on. I've just got to sort that out, and then I've put the power feed into there, and then to your track. So obviously to your track will go to your switch. So now I've sorted out this old Pico housing, modified it to fit the hole that the switch, the dial's going to go through is where the power lead used to go, the track feed used to go through, but the wires to the track I'm going to put underneath, come out from where the old control dial was, so that will come out that way or something. I don't know, see how it goes. Or I might even drill a little hole in the back here somewhere, because there's a little hole in the back that's for the power, but there's a hole here where a little adjuster used to go, so I can probably put the track wires through there, so that'll be all right. Directional switch there, and I've got the original power supply from the controller that works. That's 12 volt. I've tested it with my locos, even my CD drive motors. It works well as well. You don't get that much creep on it either, not with 12 volt anyway. I tried it with a 15 volt Graham Farish power supply, and there's a slight creep forward on my CD motors, but with the 12 volt don't have any problem with it, so that's okay. I'm gonna have it so I can just move about if I want to, but I'm gonna see if I can make a little cradle just to sit it in when I'm not using it. It's basically, I'm just going to do it so it controls this bit, engine shed and goods yard, and then the engine shed over that side. That's basically what it's for. So I'm just doing this before I go to work on Friday, just having a fiddle around with it, working out what bits are going to go where. So anyway, I'll do a little bit more when I've got it sort of wired up, and then I'll show you it working as well. Right, so it's all wired up now. So right, we've got I've reused the original plug, so I can use the original power supply. Goes into there. Wires to the track come out of here, go into the centre 2 pins of the switch. And then you've got 2 black wires. I'll use my screwdriver to point this out, it'll be easier. So you've got this, try and get this to stay where it's going to go. So right, if I come around here, outer pin here goes across to the pin on the opposite side there, goes crossways. Same with the other one. And then your track feeds can solder on these two, or it could be the other end, as long as it goes on to, they both go onto one of these 2 end pins. So right, so we'll go over to there, and right, well, my shunter's got a CD motor in it, my Lima shunter, so that's what I mean, you don't get any creep forward with this. And if we press the switch the other way, so it's all wired up and working. I've just got to fit it all in to the housing now. Now I'll show you what it looks like when it's all put together. So it is all inside the casing. Track goes to this. I've just put a chop block connector because it will just fit in there. Then I've run the track wires out the back so they're nice and they're sort of gripped in there, so that'll be okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna fit that into there and then pop it all together. So it's all put together, wired up, it's all wired in and raring to go, as they say. So what I've done, I've used the original power supply. Power to the track comes out through there, then it goes into the switch here. So it switches between the two. It's switched down at the minute for the Goodyear at the minute. So if we turn that, so I'll just move the engine, the thing, do that, and the shunter moves. So we go there and we switch that up, and then that runs out of there onto there. I can also run it from there out onto the main line there, then switch the point, and then main controller takes it in to the station. Or if I want to run it in to here, I can use that as well. And I did have a problem with this. When these 2 points were changed, this was dead. There was no power, so I put a feed across there just to bridge that, but then I found I was getting a short circuit. So what I've had to do is, right, I'll just put the shunter on here so you can see what I'm on about. Now at the moment, this will run into there, or it should do, because the switch is down, so that should be running into there, but it's not. So I'll switch that. Right, so we change that point there, and then that runs into there. Right, now that's fine, that's all fine and dandy, that. However, if I switch that point to run something, to run, say, off the main line into here, you get a short. Now if I switch the directional switch there, that will run. So I don't want to keep doing that. So what I've done is I've done this. So if I switch that off, it then doesn't affect that controller, and I can run into there and everything else. We can run from the main line. The only thing we can't do is run into the goods depot when it's switched like that. But using this controller here, we can run into the goods yard from the main line, like so. So we switch that. Right, so now if I switch that down, right, I can now run stuff using this controller out the engine shed. When I take the shunter out of the way because it's wanting to move, so I can now run stuff from the engine shed into that platform, or we can run it down and put the shunter back on there. We can run it into the goods depot. So yeah, I can run it wherever I need to run it now. In this case, just a couple of switches, which I'm not really worried about, to be honest. The only thing I've got to make sure that the shunters, there's nothing on here when I do it, otherwise they have two engines moving at once, which of course we don't want. So yeah, that's that pretty much sorted out. So anyway, yeah, so that's that. So I've got this little switch just to switch that in and out, so I can run things off the main line. But if I need, I can run. I used to be able to run into the main line from there, which with that switched off, I should be able to. I should still be able to do that. I don't know, but I don't think I can. I don't think it will work like that. No, but if I switch the directional switch on that controller, then it does. So if I need to, I can just do that. So that's all right. So yeah, that's that. That's the second controller wired in, working. I got it from this place. That's the website, handom.uk, or it's Controller Connection on eBay. Controller Connection. on eBay. If you look them up, I'm not affiliated to them. It's just the one I particularly bought. I'm actually thinking I may buy one of these for Droxford. Because I can actually fit I can fit it straight into the control panel on there, and it's not a bad little controller actually. It runs off 12 volt. You can run off any voltage really, but I found just plain 12 volt seems to be better because I can run my CD motors. Because if you run them over slightly over 12 volt, you get a little bit of a creep forward when you switch it on. But you know, because of your shunting, you don't want things rolling forward. So anyway, that's that. Thanks for watching. Take care and bye for now.